the bacteria which is present in the intestine, which produces and supplies nutrients to our body. So in the two ways we can get the vitamins in our body. One is through diet, what we are eating, and secondly through bacteria which is present in our intestine. Children, we can classify the vitamins into two groups, that are water soluble vitamins and fat soluble vitamins. In the water soluble vitamins, all the B complex vitamins and C vitamin will come, whereas fat soluble vitamins A, D, E, K will come under the fat soluble vitamin. Children, you must be very attentive, as it is very important part of your first lesson. Now we are going to read about what are the vitamins present in water soluble vitamins. So these are called as water soluble vitamins. So first one is thiamine, that is B1, and B2 is riboflavin, B3 is niacin, B6 is pyridoxine, B12 is cyanocobalamin, and folic acid, pantothenic acid, biotin, and ascorbic acid. So these are all considered as water soluble vitamins. So now we are going to discuss about all these vitamins one by one. So children, first water soluble vitamin is thiamine, that is vitamin B1, and the resources where this vitamin is available is cereals, oils, oil seeds, vegetables, milk, fish, eggs. And the deficiency disease of thiamine is beriberi, and the symptoms of beriberi disease is vomitings, fits, loss of appetite, difficulty in breathing, and paralysis. So children, to avoid this beriberi disease, one must eat the food rich in thiamine, that is cereals, oil seeds, vegetables, milk, fish, eggs, etc., so that they may avoid this beriberi disease. So this is about the first water soluble vitamin. Now we'll go to the second water soluble vitamin, that is riboflavin, B2 vitamin. So lack of riboflavin in our diet leads to deficiency disease called as glossitis. What are the symptoms of this glossitis? We can see the mouth cracks at the corner, red and sore tongue, photophobia, means difficulty in seeing the light or they fear the light, and next one is scaly skin. So these are all the symptoms of glossitis. And now we need to see where this riboflavin is richly available. That means resources of riboflavin in the food material like milk, eggs, liver, kidney, green leafy vegetables are the resources of riboflavin, where we can get this riboflavin in a good manner. So this is about the second water soluble vitamin, that is riboflavin. Now we'll go to the third water soluble vitamin, that is niacin. It is also called as vitamin B3. Deficiency of niacin in our diet leads to deficiency disease called as pellagra. So the symptoms of this pellagra disease is dermatitis, that means skin diseases, and the diarrhea, loss, that means loose motions, loss of memory, so they are unable to remember anything. Next one is scaly skin. So these are all the symptoms of this pellagra. Now if we come to the resources, that means where this niacin is available in our foods, that is kidney, liver, meat, eggs, fish, oil seeds. So this is all about the third water soluble vitamin, that is niacin. Now if we come to the fourth soluble vitamin, that is pyridoxine. So it is otherwise called as B6 vitamin, and the deficiency disease of pyridoxine is anemia, that means loss of red blood cells, and the symptoms of this anemia is hyperirritability and nausea, vomiting, and fits. So where the resources, what are the resources of pyridoxine? So resources of pyridoxine is cereals, oil seeds, vegetables, milk, meat, fish, eggs, and liver. So these are all the resources of pyridoxine. This is all about the fourth water soluble vitamin. Now we are going to see about the fifth water soluble vitamin, that is cyanocobalamin, which is otherwise called as B12 vitamin. Lack of cyanocobalamin, that is B12, in our body leads to pernicious anemia. So the symptoms of this pernicious anemia is lean and weak body, and the people will be less appetite. This B12 or cyanocobalamin vitamin is produced by the bacteria present in our small intestine. Now children, the sixth water soluble vitamin is folic acid. The lack of folic acid in our food leads to anemia. So the symptoms of anemia is diarrhea, that means loose motions, loss of leukocytes is otherwise called as WBC cells, that means white blood cells, which defend our body against the foreign harmful microorganisms. And next is intestinal mucus problem, and that means lack of mucus in the intestinal region. Now children, the resources of folic acid is liver, meat, eggs, milk, fruits, cereals, and leafy vegetables. Now children, the seventh water soluble vitamin is pantothenic acid, deficiency of which leads to burning feet. The symptoms of the burning feet disease is walking problems and sprains. Occasionally the people used to get the sprains in their legs. And now the resources, that means where this pantothenic acid is available in the foods are sweet potatoes, groundnuts, vegetables, liver, kidney, and eggs. In this particular food material, this pantothenic acid are available in plenty. Now children, the eighth water soluble vitamin is biotin. The lack of biotin leads to nerves disorder, that means the deficiency disease of biotin is nerves disorder. The symptoms of nerves disorder is fatigue, that means in Telugu we can say alchipovodam. Next one is mental depression, and next one is muscle pains. And resources where we can able to get this biotin is pulses, nuts, vegetables, liver, milk, and kidneys. Now children, the ninth water soluble vitamin is ascorbic acid, which is otherwise called as vitamin C. The deficiency disease of this ascorbic acid is scurvy. The symptoms what we can able to see in scurvy is delay in healing of wounds, fracture of bones. Delay in healing of wounds means the wounds will not cure fastly, it will take more time to cure. And next, fracture of bones will happen very easily if the vitamin C is lacking in us. And one more children, the rich source of ascorbic acid or vitamin C is available in all the green leafy vegetables and especially citrus fruits, example lemons, oranges, etc., and also in the sprouted seeds. So vitamin C is very important regarding your health. Children, by this we have successfully completed our all the 9 water soluble vitamins. Now we are going to read about our fat soluble vitamins. So children, here are the 4 fat soluble vitamins, that is vitamin A, which is otherwise called as retinol, vitamin D, otherwise called as calciferol, vitamin E, otherwise called as tocopherol, and vitamin K, which is otherwise called as phylloquinone. Now we are going to read about all the vitamins one by one. So children, here is the first fat soluble vitamin, that is called as retinol, which is otherwise called as vitamin A, which is richly available in leafy vegetables, carrot, tomatoes, pumpkin, papaya, mango, meat, fish, eggs, liver, milk, cod liver oil, shark liver oil, etc. So it is very important for the children and adults too. Why? Because it's related to our eye. So if it lacks in our body, then the people need to suffer with eye and skin diseases. So the symptoms of these eye and skin diseases are night blindness, xerophthalmia, cornea failure, and scaly skin. So these are all the symptoms of eye and skin diseases. So children, this is about first fat soluble vitamin, that is retinol. Now we are going to see about the second fat soluble vitamin, that is called as calciferol, otherwise called as vitamin D, which is full-fledgedly available in sunlight. So the resources of calciferol, if you see, it is available in liver, eggs, butter, cod liver oil, shark liver oil, and more importantly morning sun rays. Yes children, it is very easily available in morning sun rays. So it's better for all the people to just spend their time about half an hour 15 minutes in the morning sunrise, so to get a free vitamin D from the sunlight. Next is the deficiency of vitamin D or calciferol in one person's body leads to rickets disease. So children, what are the symptoms of this rickets? Improper formation of bones, knock knees, swollen wrists, delayed dentation, and weak bones. So these are all are the symptoms of this rickets, completely related to bones. So children, if you see the third fat soluble vitamin, which is called as tocopherol, otherwise called as vitamin E, the resources where this vitamin E is available is fruits, vegetables, sprout seeds, meat, egg, and sunflower oil. And what is the deficiency disease due to the lack of tocopherol is fertility disorder. Fertility disorder in case of males and females too. What are the symptoms of this fertility disorder? Sterility in males and abortion in females. That means it's completely related to reproduction. They are unable to conceive a children because of this deficiency of vitamin E in their body. So children, now we are going to see the last fat soluble vitamin, that is phylloquinone, otherwise called as vitamin K, so which is richly available in green leafy vegetables and milk. And the deficiency of this vitamin K in our body leads to blood clotting. The symptoms of blood clotting is, everyone knows that, delay in blood clotting. That means the blood will not clot easily, it will take time to clot it, and overbleeding will happens. Overbleeding in sense the blood will keep on oozing out. So these all are about fat soluble vitamins. Also we have seen about water soluble vitamin, and also we have seen about fat soluble vitamin. So my dear children, we had discussed this nutrition table clearly and elaborately. I hope that everybody has understood this nutrition table, and it's very important for the exam point of view. I request all the children to read it very carefully, and each and every things you need to keep in the mind, and questions from this table will be asked in this following way. So we will discuss about those questions now. So children, if you see the first question is like this, somewhat like this: I am responsible for healthy growth of bones and teeth. My deficiency causes improper formation of bones, knock knees, swollen wrists, and delayed dentation. Who am I? If the question goes on like this, what may be your answer? Answer must be vitamin D. Yes, because of lack of vitamin D, these are the symptoms we can see in that particular person. Children, secondly, they may ask to identify the mismatched pair. For example, first pair is like this: calciferol deficiency disease leads to rickets, phylloquinone deficiency disease leads to sterility, ascorbic acid deficiency disease leads to scurvy. So children, if you carefully observe this question, the answer must be second one, because phylloquinone, the deficiency disease lead to blood clotting, but